Hello, gorgeous goddess. Welcome to another recording of the Love Goddess podcast with your host, Katya Melvin. And today we are touching subject on spirituality. We've been talking about mind, body, and spirit connection this week, and we have already touched on the mind connection. We have already touched on how body and mind play together, and we are now talking about the spirit connection. And by the way, because we are spirit of love to start with, and the exact same definition of God, we are gods in physical form, maybe swept off our actual path, but we'll get there. It is important to talk about spiritual connection because it is our connection to the divine force, to our authenticity, to who we really, really, really are. And when we are speaking about spiritual connection in relations to mind and in relations to body, we are talking about our spirit has the power over our mind if we listen to it. It comes through as our intuition, as the nudges, as the hunches. It comes through as your guidance system. Does it feel good? Should I continue? Or does it not feel good? And should I not continue and walk away? Right? And when you listen to the voice of the spirit within you, which is your connection to your divine guidance system, you are connected to who you truly are, to your authenticity. Ultimately, that is where you are trying to align the best, right? And because we live in a 3D world, in a physical world where, we can smell, touch, see things, it does take time for the spirit and the mind to manifest on the outside. However, our spiritual connection is the most powerful part of who we are, and it can overpower our mind. It will overpower the body through our spirit. We create just like gods through our spirit. When we are able to tap into that energy of ourselves, into our creative energy of who we truly are, we are tapped into our infinite possibility, lack of limitations, complete freedom, complete authenticity, alignment with who we are, the pure bliss, the pure happiness, the nirvana that everyone's looking for. And yes, you can have it all on all three levels. That is what society has gotten wrong. That is what society has gotten wrong. They say you can either be wealthy or spiritual. You cannot be both. You can have it all, or you can just go live in a cave and pray to God. This is not how this works. Being spiritual implies that you are abundant on all levels, including the physical level. Having money does not mean that you are not spiritual person, and vice versa, right? And that is the biggest lie that we all believed. And I was right there with you. I used to believe that you're either spiritual or you are wealthy, and you either are spiritual and do good in the world, and you live in a hut in the middle of a forest, which was my original plan for life. Can you believe that? I kid you not. and or you can Or you can be wealthy and live in a city and and it just doesn't align with being spiritual, right? That was my old way of thinking like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, right? But now I know that in fact it all grows together and we all ascend together. And the fact the more wealthy you become, the more spiritual you are becoming. And this is what goes against the mainstream here, because people think, oh, you can't have it all or you can't be both, right? But it is my deep, and that's what has made a difference in my life, is that changing my view. Like the more spiritual, the more wealthy, the money is the, I've heard from one amazing book recently that money is manifestation of God, because money is abundance, it's energy, it's pure bliss, right? Although it's also neutral, like it's the people who make money bad or good, right? Like you use it for good or bad, but it's your source to create more good in life. If you're a good spiritual person, and if you're a shitty person, you're gonna create more bad in life, right? Money is like broccoli. It's neutral. You either eat broccoli or you don't eat broccoli, right? So with that said, spirituality is your true essence. It's your life force energy, and it is your sexual energy too. Your sexual energy is what created you, and it is the same energy. It is when you are so connected to another person. Your sexuality is when you are one with many, like with many, by many by many I mean with another person. So it is when you are aligned with another person sexually, you are becoming one. Like we are all one, and through sexual intercourse, if done right, because a lot of sex happens through rape, through force. It's not a spiritual sex, right? But the right, the consent, not in consensual, is just like not even like coming to describe like the true meaning of sex, right? But if done right, the two connect on energetic level and they become one. Even for that split second, it's like we are all one. We have been one. The first dimension of life is unity. We are all one, right? And so through sex we are connecting into one, and it is your spiritual experience, your spiritual energy. Through that you also create. You are such an amazing creator of life. You're a creator of your own reality. You're a creator. You are unlimited. You have so much power and you don't even know it. You have so much power and you are focusing that you have belly hanging on your body. Like to me, it's like if I could only like shake you up and like put you in a mirror and say, look, you are an expression of goddess within you. You are not like, it's not your physical, although it is. Physical is super important, don't get me wrong. But if you only knew that you are a motherfucking goddess, you would have looked at that mirror differently and you would have started changing your body too. That's how important it is. That is how important it is. Believing that you have this unlimited power within yourself, the power that God gave you, the power that's your life force energy that you create, not just kids out of thin air, but also situations through your desires, your life. You're creating your life. A lot of people run by default mode and they keep recreating the same life over and over and over because they think same things over and over and over, and nothing changes. And if they can slip into the negative way of thinking, they create negativity in their lives. And I can tell what's in your head by seeing what you're going through. If you're coming to me and you're saying, I lost this job and I'm homeless, and that's like, girlfriend, what the fuck is in your head? Like, why? Like, what's going on in there? You're so misharmonious or disharmonious within yourself that you have created this for yourself, right? No, it's outside of my situations. I'm the victim. And that's why your life is not changing. That's why you are suffering. That is why you are in the same boat just like you have been yesterday, and you will be in the same boat because you are not even open to take responsibility for your very own life. By the way, did you know that we are hosting spiritual workshops, goddess circles, virtual circles, ecstatic dance classes as part of our Love Goddess Studio? And it's coming together. We are launching on May 27th. And a week before then, we are hosting free classes at our dance studio. So come join us for all of that. Become a part of this big feminine rising movement that we are creating. Details are all in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to our podcast today on spirituality, and I will see you tomorrow.